This is a 1991 325i E30 Touring. It started life out as a bog standard 320, but somewhere along the line someone with their head screwed on decided to transplant that for the 175 brake horsepower 6-cylinder M20 B25 2.5 litre lump. Weighing in at just 1,275 kilograms and featuring that all-important manual 5-speed gearbox, this is one seriously enjoyable driver's car. I don't know about you, but I think Touring is making a massive comeback. These big SUVs are all going to be taxed massively now, so everybody's looking. If you're a smart person, you buy a Touring. So this now is a really cool car. Like I said in that last video with the 318IS, the 325ISs and the M3s are just silly money. So things like this are going to start to become quite desirable. It's the M20 B25 engine, so the 2.5 litre straight 6, makes a proper BMW inline 6 noise. That just screams motorsport to me, that inline 6 noise that it makes. Love the sound of it. I think in a previous video I said something like, would I have this car over the 325? And the answer is, yeah, I probably would actually. Well, kind of take that back. Fuel economy in this isn't great, but that noise that it makes, that 6-cylinder rasp, is just ace. I love it. I've not actually driven, until I've driven this, I've not drove an M20 B25 before, but the noise it makes is just absolutely great. I absolutely love it. If you're looking for something that's a little bit different to these horrible plastic bubble cars that are driving around on the road today, that you can use every day, this is perfect. It's going to cost you a little bit more in fuel, but you know what? It puts a big smile on your face, and that's all that matters, I think.
It's got me in too deep, can't breathe, can't breathe, can't breathe. You keep making faces that I don't wanna see. I don't like the way you talk to me, saying you can talk to me however you like. I know that ain't right. I don't like the way you talk to me, saying you can talk to me however you like. I know that ain't right. Everything you say make me look the other way. I don't wanna know, so I'ma let it fade. Baby, I got issues, but I love myself.
It's a bit tatty, this one. It's got, you know, the radio's missing. The seats aren't the original seats. Someone's put these seats in it. It's got the old standard steering wheel in it and stuff like that. But you know what? It's a proper driver's car, this one. You know, you're not scared of throwing it about. Not scared of, you know, there's a few dings and stuff on the outside, but you know, it's there to be driven, this car. So it's ideal really for someone who wants to drive an E30. They're not a lot of money. I think this one's only worth probably about £5,000, something like that. So if you want an E30 to blast about in, this is the perfect one. You get all your gear in the back as well, with it being a Touring. It's absolutely ideal. It is an old car though, so obviously there's a few little niggles and things like that. It's also been lowered, this one. It's 60mm lowered, so it's especially around here in Yorkshire, you're going over speed bumps and these country roads where they're sort of shaped like this. You're forever moving around wondering whether it's going to catch the lip and scrape and rip the front end off. But if I was to keep this, I'd probably put it back to standard height and just sort of take it easy, I think, and just have it looking really standard. Just had a guy on a scooter there giving me the thumbs up. Nice car. He liked it. Looks as well, even, you know, it's an old car. A lot of people look at these old BMWs now. They're starting to get quite desirable again. 325s, like I said in that old video, they're just silly money. The IS 325s are just insane money. M3s again, forget about M3s. So these are quite desirable. So the M20B25 engine is wonderful. Typical BMW motorsport engine, really high revving, about 3,500, 4,000 RPMs. It just comes alive in that proper BMW motorsporty way. Gives you a really nice soundtrack as well to go along with it once you get it up in that rev range. It just sounds absolutely brilliant. Classic car insurance as well on something like this is not going to cost you an awful lot of money. I think for me, for the year, it was something like £300. Not a lot of money at all in terms of insurance. Robbing buggers. Where do I go here? I go up here. I love how these old BMWs have this like real goldfish bowl effect. The pillars on it are tiny, you can see everything. It's not like these modern cars now where you've got these massive pillars in the way for safety and all this and that. These are just, if you have a crash in one of these, you're probably going to hurt yourself, but I just love how you can just see everything. You just feel that part of the road. It's been fully polybushed as well, this one, so it's all been, you can just feel everything. You just feel the road. You can see, you feel close to the road because you're low. There's loads of glass in it, so you just feel like you're there. And it's just absolutely ace. I just love it. It just puts a big smile on it. You're just connected. It's proper driving. And with that 6-cylinder engine as well, you just get that proper, like, hearty throb underneath you, so you know that you're in an actual car. None of this, you know, modern cars, you've got them running and you don't know whether they're running or not. You really do know this is running in that sort of muscle car-y way where it's like a chugging underneath you, and I just love it. It's just full of character.